Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of GeekFusionTV. That's wrong.
That's very wrong.
What?
I mean, it's completely right.
I am sleep deprived, sick, and tired, so I don't even know what channel I'm on.
Which one's your channel? I don't even know anymore.
JB's Toys, something other, and Quinn Comics. Krypton's Toy Vault. I can remember that one.
Where's Sid at?
He is out this evening.
Not here.
Yeah, we need some background music.
So we got JV instead.
So,
well, I mean, the door's right there.
I force you guys to actually have to talk a bit. I am hoarse.
Hold on, how do I boot him? Let me see here.
I'll give you like admin.
Oh, that's right. I need admin, please. Admin, please. No, I'm just kidding.
I can leave. I can head out the door.
Oh, you can stay.
Film tonight. This lighting is all weird.
All right, sorry. I'm getting this package ready. I'm getting your package ready, JB, because I keep forgetting to send it.
He's going to send you that package.
Oh, I'm going to give you this package. I finally got it all boxed up, and I just printed off the label. So I'm going to drop it.
I don't know if I should be excited about it or I should be nervous.
Yeah, you should be excited about that, getting that package.
You know what you're getting.
Matt, you're looking very orange tonight.
I don't know why. It must be the light.
See, this goes to about, I know I'm hoarse tonight, but JB still don't listen because I already mentioned about the lighting to Matt, and JB had to mention it again.
I looked over the side.
My brain.
I think it's the light up here. I don't know. I don't care.
What?
Orange man bad. Orange man bad. I'm about to put the label on the box.
It puts the label on the box, or it's the.
And then all I got to do is drop it off.
It gets the label on the box. So exciting!
It is.
Dun, dun, dun.
Marvin's asking what's in the box.
It's Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
Dun, dun, dun.
I feel bad for anybody that didn't get that.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, almost ready. Almost.
What?
Just gotta drop it off. I'll drop it off tomorrow morning.
I sent some head prints to Metaluna. Another customizers. Should be there tomorrow. I know Quinn don't have any, but anybody else got snow?
Oh God,
I got a little bit.
Yeah.
Man, I'm jealous.
It ain't stopped snowing for a week, dude. All right, you know what? Listen, JB.
Oh, you bought a McFarlane. I'm ashamed of you.
Dude, I bought this like 6 months ago. The only reason I have the box, well, no, okay. I bought this like 2 months ago because I was doing a custom on a Killer Croc, which I haven't finished yet. And it just so happened that your stuff fit perfectly in the box.
Oh.
So this is a box that's getting sent to you.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
Everybody's going to see that and they're going to be like, "Ooh, I'm taking that."
I did get my other Hot Wheels Transformer crossover, the Twin Mill.
Nice.
Of course, it comes from Amazon, so, you know.
Of course.
They stick everything in envelopes now.
Classic Amazon packaging.
Everything's in bags or like envelopes now on Amazon. I need to get the other Inhuman 2-pack. I got the Gorgon Medusa which
That's cool.
yeah, I wish this set wasn't $60 because I'd like to have another one of these just for my Prime customs.
Mm-hmm.
But those are skin tone arms. I don't have to prep.
Well, if you wait, I mean, after the holidays, they might go on sale on Amazon.
This is true. I wish they would give us a Medusa though, with like a stand for like her. She's off the ground for hair,
Mm-hmm.
and be like display. Because I've seen like people make like custom like pieces for that, like we can. But it'd be nice if they either or that or give us like bendy wire in the hair.
Yeah.
I did get another wonderfully crunched Amazon release, the Feral.
Not bad.
She looks good. Uses of course, she's the arms and legs are using the Tigra.
Oh yeah, of course. So there's going to be some reuse there. That's the only reason we got that figure.
Oh yeah, they gave her a new torso though, but the arms and legs have been reused.
Torso and head. So, hey, I'll take it.
Oh yeah. I got the Rachel Summers Phoenix.
Yeah.
She actually came in a box, so she's not squished, which is a miracle because they box it with cat food. But yeah, we lost a couple sets of hands. She was supposed to have like
I
3
noticed that.
sets of hands, and we only got 2 sets of hands.
Yeah. Oh well.
There's one grip hand where she can hold it.
I would
you might be able to hold a comic book.
fists instead of a grip hand.
Yeah, she's got one fist and one grip hand,
Yeah.
and two of those like hands like this. They do for all the females.
The
What?
gesture or casting hands.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with Hasbro lately. Because most of their figures now, they package one fisted hand and one different hand that's not a fist. Because
Well-
they did it with they did it with Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man single card release and Tobey Maguire both. And they keep doing it with multiple figures.
And I broke down and got this when it dropped in price. I got the pinless surfer. This is the surfer we should have got with Galactus. Because they had pinless bodies when they released Galactus. But they didn't give us a pinless surfer. He's got all his hands, but he comes with no power effects. And the same board that they've been using since the Ronin Accuser wave. The silver's nice and shiny though. I will have to eat some crow though. JB, you were correct. This is the Galactus wave head. The Galactus wave head.
I told you.
But you're face blind, so I don't ever believe you.
Because I looked at the images both. I looked at that one, then I looked at the Galactus figure one. Then I looked at the Walgreens. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the same Walgreens head. That
I think it
can't
was more. I was just enraged the fact they didn't use a bigger body. They just used the.
Yeah.
All
right.
But I will admit I was wrong. You were right, JB, on the face.
All right.
The JSP. What is this snow that you speak of? I have Winter Wonderland here, and Matt is in like Snowpiercer world.
Yeah. I mean, basically.
Does anybody got anything they want to talk about? Because I need to stop talking for a minute.
I got 3 things this week. I got this from the mail. Opened up to see what it was. And it's one of those dummy 13s you can print, like printable figures you can put together. So I got that to build. And then I got this in just the other day. Wolverine Silver Samurai 2-pack. Then I went by McDonald's, because why not? And I got their
Why?
Grinch meal, and I got me a pair of socks.
You know, my daughter just got those today. Yeah,
kind did
my
they
daughter just got those today.
They're green.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see which ones she got. I don't know if they're all the same or not. Maybe it's just one pair. Maybe it's that same one. I don't know. But yeah, my daughter my wife took her and her sister over by McDonald's today to get milkshakes and burgers or something, and she bought socks while she was there. And I was like, what? What do you mean you bought socks at McDonald's? Like, yeah, I got my socks at McDonald's. I was like, I've never heard of that in my life, but okay, why not? Sure. So
That's all I got this week.
okay, I'm going to show you guys what I got this week.
Okay.
Okay, and I may have went a little overboard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because what I'm going to show you is what I currently have, and I am currently awaiting over the course of the next week or so for a lot more that has not shown up yet. I'm not going to tell you exactly how much more, but it's a lot. Like I was just buying stuff, and then I went today and I actually counted all the stuff that I had bought in the last, like, I don't know, 5 days or so that I'm waiting for it to show up, and I was like, oh fuck, that's a lot of shit. So I'm going to show you guys what I got. All right, let me switch my camera here. Hold on a second. Okay, so this is first. Okay. All right. I haven't counted these yet. What is this? There's 18 figures right here. Okay. I'll explain all this. I'm going to make a video on this. I got a bug up my ass that I wanted to do something, and then I thought that would make a great video, and so that gave me even more incentive to do what I was doing. So I did the things that I've done. Don't judge me. Anyway, I got the 4-pack of the 2012 Ninja Turtles in the scary shit, you know, the Halloween stuff. I got the Mutant Mayhem Turtles. This is from the new Battle Arena set. These 4, and then Rocksteady and Bebop. And honestly, I got the set because it was 6 figures for $20 on a Black Friday sale, and I thought this Rocksteady and Bebop was fucking awesome looking. I don't know, there's something about them being like just real big, top heavy.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Yeah, like a super deformed type thing.
Yeah, I just thought they looked cool. I didn't really care about these turtles. Like, I wanted the regular ones. I didn't really care about the ones that came in this set. But I got these 2 guys, and the whole thing was $20 because it was on Black Friday sale. It's normally $49.99, and they had it for $19.99. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy that. And that was the same thing with these 4 right here. This 4-pack is normally $39.99, and they had it for $19.99. So it was like $5 a figure. And I was like, yep. And then these, I found them for like $4 a piece at my local shop. So this is from like Rise of the Ninja Turtles, Rise of the Ninja Turtles. This is a reissue Rocksteady. This one I think is that's the same as these. That's the Mutant Mayhem one. So I got all that stuff. But hold on, because there's a lot more. Well, I also picked this up. The reissue. This is the remaster. Because remember the first remasters they came out with? The Turtles had all that shitty texture on it. that everybody hated. Well, then they redid it again in a 6-pack without all the texture, threw in a new remastered Shredder and Splinter, and I picked this up on a Black Friday sale for like $25. Was it? No, $30. It was like $29.90, whatever. I don't know. So this is the remaster of the remaster. So I picked that up. I also picked up, Jesus Christ. I also picked up the Rat King and Usagi Yojimbo from NECA, because those are, this dude just looks awesome. This is the Mirage Comics one. And Usagi Yojimbo was always one of my favorite characters. So I needed to pick him up. I showed you guys this one, but I picked up the Last Ronin Casey Jones, Night Watcher Casey Jones. I love Casey Jones. I don't know. He was the only one I really wanted in this like black and gray deco thing. Like they released all the turtles in the same deco, but I don't really care about that. But I thought he looked cool, done up in the black and gray with the red accents. But I don't know. I may get the rest of the turtles, but we'll see. I picked up the what is this one? The Stern Pinball exclusive NECA cartoon shredder. So we've got all the it's the same one. I think they released this shredder like 3 times, but this was the one that came in that Loot Crate fucking box from a few years ago.
Oh yeah.
And so he's got like the metallic sheen to him on the shirt and on all the metal pieces instead of just looking gray. So picked him up. I re-picked up Casey Jones because I had him and I got rid of him and I wanted to pick him up again.
You
So
didn't survive the move, and now you wanted to
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I picked him up again. And then I picked up these guys right here. Picked up all the NECA Mirage turtles. I bought that 4-pack. I found somebody selling that 4-pack, which usually goes for about $150. I found somebody selling it for $95. Brand new, sealed on eBay, and it was like $10 shipping. So I paid like $105 for something that's normally like $150.
Nice.
So wanted to get those, and I've been wanting to pick these up for a while. Let's see, what else did I get? Did I get anything else? Oh, I did get something else. So I showed you guys, I got that 2-pack for the Punisher and Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, really good figures. I like them a lot. I would say if you're looking for the best Punisher you can get right now, it's that new Gamerverse one. It's better than the War Journal one for a few key reasons. One, it's got better head sculpts. I'll show it in a minute. Just be patient. It's got 2 better. I hate the 2 head sculpts that came with the War Journal one. Those 2 head sculpts look ridiculous. But the 2 that come with the Gamerverse 2-pack look good. 2, it's actually 2-tone. I don't like solid black. Like, it's a good look. The figure's great, but I don't like the solid black. The one that comes in the Gamerverse is a 2-tone, which it should be for Punisher. And the third reason is this 2-pack actually comes with a second figure you give a shit about. Nobody cared about Bushwhacker. This Nick Fury is awesome. It is a fantastic figure. I love it. But
what? You don't think people want like the penis arm guy?
No penis arm man. But I did do the swap over with these 2. So I swapped over all the parts, and I used both the heads from the Gamerverse 2-pack, because those 2 heads are, like I said, way better than the ones that came with the War Journal 2-pack.
Mm-hmm.
And I fucking love the way these look.
I can't wait to get mine to do the same thing.
Oh my god. These are the
100 times better.
Punisher figures now like this
Yeah.
that you can get.
They both look 100 times better.
They do, dude. They look fantastic to the point that, I mean, I'm a black and white guy when it comes to Punisher, but honestly, I like this better. The dark blue with the black looks fantastic, man. Like, that looks great. And doing this was easy as shit for every part except for the wrists. You have to be careful with the wrists. Everything else is just heat and pop. He's got PVC hips, so they pop right off. So you can pop the hips off and slide his belt down. I heated up the bicep, so I popped the bicep off to get this off because it's got that cross piece on it that you don't want to cut or break. So once I got the arm off at the bicep, I just slid it off and around and over his head to get it on this one.
Mhm.
Obviously, the feet just swap right out. The holster swap right out. Hands swap right out. These overlays right here are glued down. So heat the shit out of them so that when you're pulling them off, you don't rip them because they will try to hold on.
Yeah, I rang that when I did a swap on like Black Panther arms and
Yeah. Because I know there's going to be people out there that are just going to be like, oh, it's cool, and then just start pulling on it. Don't do that. Make sure these pieces are so soft that you can actually reach. What I did is I reached under there with a toothpick and just picked at it until I got it separated from the glue. Because there's glue on this side, and then there's glue on the inside. And on the inside of all the arms, and both of these are the same, there's a peg that's glued in. So you got a peg on this side and then a little bit of glue smeared on this side. So heat that up to pull those off so that you can swap those. And they look 1,000 times better like this, man. They look I liked both of these figures before. I love them now. They look awesome. So that is what I have picked up this week.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes. It's excessive. I admit. It's very excessive. But I do want to show you guys. I got to show you something here real quick. I got to show you this thing I'm working on. Just because this has become now a quest for me. Okay? This is a quest. So this is my, I made this spreadsheet for what I feel like, or if you're going to have a Ninja Turtle collection, these are the figures you have to have. Yeah, I just threw it out there. These are the lines, and these are the figures. In a Ninja Turtle collection, these are the 8 figures you have to have. You obviously got to have the 4 turtles. You got to have Shredder, April, Casey, and Splinter. Those are your 8 main characters for any Ninja Turtle line, right? If it's blacked out, that means that line didn't have that character. And I noticed the character that usually gets left off a line is Casey. He's the first one that, if they're not going to do all 8 of these figures, he's like the one that's off a lot of lines. But like this one's missing. This is the 2003 Super 7. Now they might come out with this, but they haven't announced April or Splinter yet. They've announced Shredder and Casey. I don't know if I'm going to get them, but they're on the list because I've got the other 4. But what I've got here is 1988 originals from Playmates, the 1988 remasters from Playmates. I got the 1988 Super 7, which you can see here is pretty much all empty, except I do have Casey and Shredder. But I don't think I'm going to get any of those because those figures suck. 1988 NECA, so that's the 1988 cartoon, and I have all of those except for April and Splinter. 1990 movie NECA, I've got all of them except for Splinter because he is so goddamn expensive. The NECA movie Splinter is ridiculously expensive, and I don't know if I'm going to pay that much money.
I mean, my local Walmart years ago would always have that Splinter and Shredder 2-pack, like tons of them. but that was a couple years back.
Well, I haven't. I was looking around, but then of course 2003's Super 7. Then I went ahead and put this on here. This is not a big line. It wasn't a big line. I think total it only had 2 waves and 16 figures, but the Fast Forward was its own separate line, even though technically Fast Forward was an extension of the 2003 Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
But it got its own line where they were completely redone.
Well, that was what happened in the show too.
Yeah, it happened in the show, and anyway. So I've got Raphael, Leonardo, Michelangelo. I don't have Donatello yet. I filled these in because some of these lines, like this line here, in Fast Forward, there was no Shredder or April or Casey, right?
Yeah, it's future time. Like got pushed into the future.
Yeah. So like the closest you got, like this Shikanabo was like the Shredder of that show. Cody was like the April, and Serling was like the Casey in that show. So I got them marked here. We got 2006 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Of course, that's the movie. Playmates did those figures. I've got all of those. The 2012 Playmates series, I've got all of those. 2012 NECA, those are the ones that they've just started re-releasing those. I know they had put them out a while back and almost nobody got a hold of them, and they started doing some re-releases, and Big Bad Toy Stores got them on pre-order. I've got the Raphael, the Michelangelo, and the Shredder. I still need Donatello and Leonardo. And by the way, if you collect Ninja Turtles, Donatello is always the most expensive. I guess he's everybody's favorite, or he's more people's favorite than not, because trying to gather figures and do stuff, I have come to the conclusion that Donatello is always the most expensive character to get a hold of in any line. I don't know why. We got Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I've got all of those. Mutant Mayhem, that's why I picked those up, because I'm like, they're cheap, I can pick them up. I've got all of those. 2008's NECA OG, like the old, the original ones they did back in 2008. I've got 2 of them. I need to get the other 2 because they only made the 4 turtles. Then there's the modern Mirage NECA figures. I've got all of them except for Splinter, because again, he's ridiculously expensive. Then there's the Mirage from Playmates, their sketch ones. I got the 4 of those. The original Playmates Mirage figures, I've got the 4 of those. And then the IDW, because it's the only version of IDW Turtles we've ever gotten outside of these new McFarlane ones, which are dog shit. IDW or Loyal Subjects did them much better than McFarlane's doing them. So I've got all of those. I've got that whole line, except they never released a Splinter for some reason. And I thought maybe I missed it, but then I went digging and I went through all their waves, and Loyal Subjects never released a Splinter. But anyway, so this is my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle spreadsheet of, if you want a complete collection of every version, every main version of the Ninja Turtles that have ever been made into toys, and you want to fill that out and get the 8 main characters from every line, this is what you have. The 144 figures total. I have 123 of them. There's still 21 that I need. Yes, I know this makes me a huge fucking nerd for doing this shit. I get that.
His mom took a lot of time off when he was womb.
But I had to figure it out, man. I was like, dude, I need to figure out which ones I need. And so I was sitting around yesterday, and I was like, what's the best one? So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to do a spreadsheet. Why not? I'll figure out which ones I need. If I got it in front of me on paper, and it worked.
Yeah.
It works.
Finding for to get a cheap Splinter mat for the 1990s film is in the 2-pack, and I'm finding it for retail price right now on eBay.
I got the movie Splinter Shredder 2-pack cheap with some clearance.
Yeah, that's the
box.
that's the one I've got.
Yeah, the box was a little damaged, but I was able to get that one. But I didn't. I held off for a long time until it hit clearance because the local Walmart was absolutely covered up with them.
I don't want to buy Shredder again because I already have him. So to get that 2-pack, I'm going to be buying a figure I already have.
You could always give me Shredder.
Yeah, just give him to you, right? Just give him to you.
I'll be right back.
But anyway, I have been on a bit of a Ninja Turtle kick the last few weeks. I don't know if that was blatantly obvious or not, but in case you were wondering, does anybody else? I'm going to ask everybody out there in the audience. Do you guys? Because this is kind of how I collect. I go through spurts of going after like one type of thing. You know what I mean? And those spurts can last different amount of time, different amounts of time. Like for most of the last year, before a few weeks ago when I got on my Ninja Turtle kick, for most of the last year, I was on a huge DC kick, and I was just collecting tons of DC 6-inch scale stuff, just everything I could get my hands on, and I was just like in that zone of collecting DC stuff. And before that it was Star Wars 3 3/4 inch stuff for a few months. That's all I wanted to collect, and that doesn't mean I stopped buying other stuff. I mean, I just bought the new Punishers and stuff like that. And I'll still buy the stuff that I would normally buy anyway. But when it comes, because a large part of the fun of collecting for me isn't just going and buying the new stuff, but it's finding the old shit too. Whether you're finding it on eBay or finding it at a local store or whatever, like trying to find old stuff to finish out a collection. That's fun for me anyway. But yeah, so I go through spurts. I have my regular collecting habits, which primarily my regular collecting habits consistently for the last 15 years. The one main collecting habit that I have that just never goes away, that I'm always constantly buying figures for, is Marvel Legends. And then everything else comes in spurts, whether it's, G.I. Joe or Star Wars or DC, or now it's Ninja Turtles or whatever. But I will always consistently buy Marvel Legends. So, I don't know. I'm just wondering how you guys collect.
Spurts.
I got it made, Jared.
I just like saying the word spurts. Spurts.
Let's see. King of Collector says, right, I did that with Star Trek figures. Now I'm looking at those old McFarlane Metal Gear figures. Yep. I did that. I had a little 1 or 2 month spurt of buying old McFarlane figures. The old stuff from like the 90s and 2000s. I went through that little phase here a little bit over the summer. I don't know, man. I don't know. It does keep it makes collecting fun, I guess, in a way, for me. You know what I mean? Instead of having okay, I'm on a DC kick and here's my goal. And I want to get these figures and these figures and these figures and build out this team and this team, and it turns it into like a scavenger hunt type of thing. Which I think keeps it fun. For me anyway.
I think JB froze.
Could be.
Sorry, guys. I had some customers I had to take care of.
You tell them to get out of that store right now.
How dare you take care of
I know, right? How dare I help people?
Yeah, you could just be open once a week.
Man, if I could make a week's worth of sales in one day like JB does, good Lord, man, I'd be a happy man.
What you need to do is just become a barber. Those guys, they work, make a couple $1,000s a day, and then that's all it's for.
They make some damn good money, I'll say that, but I'm no barber.
if you have a good barber like the people go to, they make a killing. They'll like work 2-3 days a week.
I do it sheep style. I cut everything off. There you go.
If you want to come for a buzz cut, I'll take care of it.
I'm this close to just shaving everything off my head because I'm already, as you can tell, receding hairline, you know. So, and I'm already going a little thin on the top. So I'm like, might as well just bite the bullet and just get rid of it all. I'm going to be like Matt. I can't grow a beard. So.
JB can't either.
I can grow a little bit right here, but the full beard, I don't know. It looks like I'm going through chemo or something. It comes through just very thin, you know. Yeah, it's horrible. I tried growing out a beard once before. It didn't look too good.
Let's look at the twin mill. Well, I did see there's a listings of some more of these Hot Wheels crossovers.
Oh, really?
I saw some of the Hot Wheels Transformers at my Walmart. I didn't, you know. I mean,
so this is what the Motu crossover should have been. Should have been Transformers that turned into Motu vehicles.
Yeah.
It didn't have to be like full scale like they did with the G.I. Joe, but if you like a narrator that turned into like Cosmo or something like that.
Yeah.
I bought that.
It would have made more sense. Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember. They had like 2 or 3 of them at my Walmart that were. I saw them because they were on the shelf, but they had them laying down, stacked up on their side, and I was like, and they were big packages that said Hot Wheels on the side, and then in little letters said Transformers, and I grabbed one because at first I thought maybe it was those little Optimus Primes or something.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what it was because they were laying flat. They weren't sitting up where you could see the front. You could only see the side. And yeah, it was like that one and like 1 or 2 more.
So I dig this. It's like an iconic Hot Wheels car, like the twin mill.
They look exactly like the Hot Wheels. I've got them here in the store, and I think I'm down to 1 and 1 left. So, which is not bad. I'm not going to complain about that. But speaking of Transformers, their Black Friday sales that they had here at my local Walmart. You know how they usually do the Transformers 2-packs and they're shrink wrapped? Yeah. Well, they had Cosmos was in one of them.
Yep.
And I was just like, I mean, I already have one for myself when it was out originally, but a friend of mine, he was looking for one, and I picked one up for him, and I said, "There you go, Merry Christmas." So he was very happy about it. I gave it to him today, as a matter of fact. Yep, there you go. As a matter of fact, the same one with Wheeljack. Yep. I mean, for $15, that's not bad.
I want the Quake Optimus 2-pack. The Quake Optimus 2-pack, but it sold out. And
Quake, I didn't see that one. I saw an Optimus Bumblebee 2-pack.
I already got that Optimus once, but I kind of like to have another one for
they had that one in a 2-pack?
It's the G1 cab.
That particular one they had in a 2-pack?
Yes.
Wow. Oh, those were already gone then by the time I got there.
And I want that one, and it came with Quake. And
Quake. Who's Quake?
Target Master.
Target Master. Oh, okay. Okay.
But instead, they sent me this one, which I got my Bumblebees from you. And
I mean, it's still not a bad 2-pack. You know?
Which they just announced they're making the Bumblebee for this Optimus too, for this video game Optimus.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish he was a Voyager class because the good-looking Optimus is just tiny.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. I mean, any Optimus is pretty good, so.
I could totally see them repurpose the colors and everything on this would be perfect if they just made what's his name from Robots in Disguise Sideways, I think. Okay.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean, I will say they did a really good job on those.
The original Robots in Disguise is a Dodge Viper, and they don't have the license to do that anymore, so they just made a generic car.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you got the original one, just use it anyway. It's a better figure.
Yeah.
Those figures were ahead of their time. I'll have to look at the instructions so I don't break that. They called it Wheeljack in Armada, but it was actually in Japan. He was Sideswipe, but for some reason in the American dub they changed his name to Wheeljack. So make sure I don't break anything.
Yeah, speaking of collectors, that was Wheeljack. It was from Armada.
Well, what I was saying is like it was Armada. They in Japan, the Japanese anime, they called him Sideswipe, but for some reason when they brought it to the U.S., they changed his name to Wheeljack. You know, he looks just like Sideswipe, but that's what it was.
And he's got like a battle damage across his chest too.
Yep. He betrayed the Autobots, became a Decepticon.
Well, when I first saw that, before I saw the name on the box, I thought it was a Shattered Glass character, and then I saw it. Like, oh, it's Armada.
Like, and he actually predates Shattered Glass too. That character.
Yeah. I wish they'd do some more of those Shattered Glass figures, man. Those were pretty good, and they'd be easy repaints. And I'm sure people would buy the hell out of them.
That can't be right. I'm sitting there trying to figure out how to transform them. I half look at the instructions and I quit looking at the instructions.
I always just YouTube it, and there's somebody that's actually doing it. So I'll follow along with them. Once I get it done once, I can do it by myself.
There we go.
So speaking of Transformers, what do you think of that RoboSyn Soundwave? You gonna get that?
No, I don't get those. Those are too expensive for me.
The prices on the other ones, they're like up to almost $1,500. I'm like, good Lord, man, what the hell? I mean, how? Oh, that's too much for those things.
Oh yeah.
So I think Soundwave is like $1,300. I'm like, and he doesn't even come with a cassette, even though his chest opens up.
Is it a real radio?
You can play Bluetooth on it, yes.
Man, it needs to be a real fucking like cassette player for that much money.
You know what? Speaking of which, that's a good idea. If they ever made an actual, just a cassette player, doesn't have to transform, made it look like Soundwave, I think those would sell.
Well, I was super disappointed. Speaking of that fence, Toy Alliance, they had a license with the Hasbro and Takara several years back, and they did those 18-inch tall, 19-inch tall Optimus Megatron, which I have them and they're phenomenal. The next two they were going to do War Within Optimus Prime, this Optimus Prime in the 18-inch scale, and Soundwave. Soundwave in that scale would have been insane.
Yeah.
But it all got canceled before.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of things that are getting canceled. I'm sure you heard like Super 7's dialing back what they're doing as far as the Ultimates figures go. They're hardly doing any of those, and they're concentrating more on reaction and their vinyl stuff.
Yeah.
So you can tell those toy companies are feeling the hurt.
Well, fulfilling prophecy anyway, because they make a lot of shit.
Well, I mean,
and overcharge for it.
You know, don't get me wrong. I like all the accessories, but you know, you could dial down the accessories by 50%, and that would help cut some of the cost. You know, and you don't even have to put it in a fancy box. Just put it in a window box, cheap window box, and I'd buy it.
Well, they've cut their packaging a bit because they don't do the outer sleeve anymore.
Yeah, they don't do outer sleeve, but you know, I think what happened is they hit the ground running, and they did very well. They flew a little too close to the sun, And
Well, they were riding on Mattel's coattails too for a long.
Well, that too, and then whatever, I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but something happened with them and Disney, and they lost that contract. So no more Disney Super Ultimates, whatever, and no more Simpsons Ultimates either. And that's
the company that's making the Simpsons figures are pumping them out like crazy, and they're better figures.
Yeah. Oh, Jax. Yeah. They're so much better, and a smaller scale and way cheaper. Good Lord, I'm liking the Jax stuff. I didn't think I was going to start collecting Simpsons, but now I am. Thank God I got Wave 3, 4, and 5 coming in here soon. So.
Yep, I think I got him. He's a tall, skinny fella. I think I got all the instructions right. Well, when I say I got all the instructions right, I half read stuff. Well, there's nothing to read. I just half skim over it. It's like, okay, there's that part. There's that part. They used to have words. Now it's just pictures. The instruction used to be artwork too. So now it's just renders, which is fine. This is one of those Transformers, like, you keep the where it's twin mill, like, I'm best just go ahead and just leave them as a robot, vehicle mode.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here's what I want from everybody in the chat. Everybody watching, I don't know, 3 of you.
that would be us.
Yeah. I want everybody to put in the chat what your favorite line to collect is. Now, you can judge this however you want. It can be the line that you've collected the most of. It can be the line that maybe you don't even collect anymore, but you got the most nostalgia for it as a kid. Or it can be the line that just consistently, for as long as you've been buying toys, you're always buying stuff from this line. Whatever it is. I want to know what everybody's favorite line to collect is. Put it in the chat. I expect at least 3 answers.
Well, you gave people homework. We're losing viewers now.
Yep. See, that's what happens. I didn't come here to fucking do anything. I came here to be entertained by some dancing monkeys, motherfuckers.
Dance. You can dance if you want to. Do.
If your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, then they're
no friend of mine.
One guy said Marvel, Star Wars, and Transformers. That's not bad. Not bad.
He sounds like a weirdo.
He is. Yep.
JSP says, hard to say. Marvel Legends, G.I. Joe 25th anniversary, Transformers Masterpiece, if I had the money, Master of the Universe Classic. I like that you threw the G.I. Joe 25th anniversary in there. Those are fantastic figures.
Mm-hmm.
When they came out with those, and it kind of lasts for a while, because after a while they were calling it like 30th anniversary and all this stuff. Those were amazing figures. I'm sure a lot went into why they stopped doing that. I don't know. Maybe people just weren't really buying 4-inch scale figures, the 1/18 scale stuff much at that time or whatever, which seems odd to me because Star Wars has been pretty consistent. So maybe people just weren't I don't know. Maybe GI Joe was dying at that time because at the time the 25th anniversary stuff was coming
Well,
out.
I can tell you why. The CEO of Hasbro at the time hated G.I. Joe because it's a war toy.
Yeah, that's the point. That's why it's awesome.
Even though Transformers have been consistent, they're technically a war toy, but they're robots fighting. So.
Yeah.
They literally had like discussions from my understanding, like nobody wants to buy soldier soldier figures anymore. It's like, no, we do.
Yep.
Well, the only reason they started making them again for spite with Bobby Valla.
Now,
which Bobby did good for when he started out. Like, which he had like regular military figures. Had the best thing he did was the accessory sets, like all the weapons and packs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All that stuff. And I like his generic soldiers more than his special characters because he had his comic, but I never read his comic, so I don't really have no connection to him, so I didn't really care. And all his good guys and bad guys kind of all look the same. I like his generic soldiers best. His trooper.
I think the best thing Bobby Valla has done is inspire G.I. Joe to be better. That's
the
best thing he's done.
He worked for Hasbro. I mean, he basically copied G.I. Joe, just not G.I. Joe.
No, that's exactly what he did. He went
he's making a killing.
Force.
He's making a killing. He doesn't have like those cool character names like Snake Eyes and Duke and Scarlet, but he's given G.I. Joe collectors a reason to buy background characters, you know?
Yeah.
So these, if you want to flush out or fill out your display with a bunch of other military people that don't really have a name or well-known name, I should say, you can fill them out with that. So you can just expand your G.I. Joe characters.
Absolutely.
And he's made vehicles too, so.
Yeah. But I think he's did really good what he's done. It's like, but it's just I don't have any connection to his. Like you said, he don't have like the draw of the Snake Eyes, the Dukes, and the Roadblocks.
And he doesn't even have Action Force. Like he didn't. He bought the right
to the name, and he didn't make Action Force.
And didn't make Action Force characters that
or anything that looked like Action Force.
Now I did buy that Sergeant Slaughter figure that he made.
Oh yeah,
that was before Hasbro came out with theirs, but it was a great likeness. But when Hasbro came out with theirs, his was just a little bit shorter than the Hasbro one. But I'm sorry,
he was just basically using one of the regular bucks to make Sarge instead.
Yeah, but that Sergeant Slaughter he made came with a ton of accessories, which was great. Mm-hmm. But the Hasbro one, I'm sorry, just happened to beat it out. You know, conveniently.
He was using the Calrog body for Sarge, and then he decided to use Sarge, like the real Sergeant Slaughter, while Hasbro did the cartoon variant.
Yeah.
But I still have both. I like version 2 Sarge, even though it's made to look like real Sergeant Slaughter.
He would make like comments like how big Sarge is, like he would be 7 feet tall. It's like, well, in the cartoon he was larger than life.
Yeah,
yes.
He was in the cartoon. He was much more fit and bigger than the real Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, well, that was the thing.
Yeah.
Valla did an action figure based off the human being Sergeant Slaughter.
Exactly.
The ex-wrestler Sergeant Slaughter, not the G.I. Joe character. Mm-hmm. Hasbro did the G.I. Joe character. Those are two different things.
Yes.
Yep.
You know what I would like to see Hasbro make? You know, based on another real person. You know, and I'm not a football person, but that guy was a mail-away figure. That William the Refrigerator Perry.
They need to do that.
And I'm not a football guy, but I want that figure. I wanted that figure so bad as a kid and never got it.
Yep. Plus, too, it'd be something nice to do for him, but he's in bad health, not doing well. I'm sure that would be
Well, yeah,
helpful for him. I don't know how he is financially, but he's in.
Well, those likeness
very
rights
poor health.
would help him out immensely, and maybe a portion of the proceeds could go to his medical or whatever. I think it'd be a smart thing and a charitable thing for Hasbro to do. Hasbro, if you're listening, get on it. So, I would like to see a figure made of him.
Mm-hmm.
That variant classified slaughter is at Ross now for $10. What?
Yeah, I think
The one from the
Is that
2-pack?
the blue one?
no, the Marauders one, the blue.
Yeah, the blue one
Oh yeah.
for $10. Good Lord, man, that's.
I've seen people finding it, and I have not. The Ross here is terrible. I don't
I've
have.
been checking my Ross at least a couple times a week when I get out of work, and man, it's nothing. I did find, and I showed you earlier, that Banshee for $16, $17, which I thought that was a great deal. And then a Star Wars figure that I'd wanted for $10 or $7. So other than that, I haven't found nothing. And my Ollie's has got.
The first day they start to get stuff, I got a couple things. I got those Agent Helix figures. Where they're at. I had one up there. I got Agent Helix. I got the Wong Strange 2-pack, and that's it.
How much did you get that for?
$13.
Oh, I mean, I paid, I think
I
$29.
originally for full price too, so
It was on sale on Amazon for $29 a few months ago, and I was like, "Oh, that's a deal." Boom, I grabbed it, and then I find out that they're going to Ross for $12. You said? I'm like, "Good Lord, man!" But see, I won't find stuff like that here. The scalpers grab all that shit. They're up.
that's the same thing here. I live in a college town, so
Yeah.
if it gets there, it's like people are grabbing it.
The scalpers around here. I mean, Matt knows. I mean, scalpers are ridiculous. They get up at the crack of dawn. They've got no life, and they buy all this crap up, and then they charge you triple, and they act like they're doing you a favor. I'm like, no.
And I like to pick up die-cast every now and then too, like Hot Wheels and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no point even looking anymore because there is the next town over. There's a Hot Wheels store. He's got like hundreds of thousands of Hot Wheels in his shop. Him and his buddies go out all to local retail stores and get all like the high desirable vehicles.
I just saw King of Collectors said Retro Scarlet is at Ross too. Good Lord, man! I mean, I'd pick up an extra one of those for myself, for custom, but good Lord. All the good stuff is up north, and Matt can attest to that because he moved to a town where he's finding so much good crap. It's like it's worth me moving up there just for that.
I have fucking found so much good stuff since I moved here. The stores here have all kinds of stuff for phenomenal prices, and yeah. Because I mean, I was living down in South Texas for 23 years and never saw anything like this. Never, since I've been collecting. So, yeah, it's something else down here or up here.
I'm from California, and man, out there was a Target like right down the street from me, and then probably another 10-minute drive. There was another Target, and then there was a Walmart. At least 2 or 3 Toys R Us's within a 15-minute driving radius all the way around. I could walk in there any given time and find whatever the hell I was looking for on the shelves, including the Chase stuff. So I'm like down, and when I moved down here, I'm just like, I'm like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Where the hell is all this stuff at? It's all gone.
Yep.
Yeah, speaking of gone, JB's gone.
Oh, no wonder it's so quiet. I'm just messing with you, JB. Don't get upset.
He had a Blokey's kit he had to build.
You had a what?
A Blokey's kit he had to build.
Oh. I got those blocky Marvel stuff in. Man, over in 3 days, over half of them are gone. Just insane. They look really. I don't want to open one and start one because if I do, I'll start that whole line. I don't want to start another line, to collect. So, but they look really nice.
Yeah, you just need to start on the line.
No, I don't need to start another line. It's bad enough I'm doing the Transformer blockies. Good Lord, man.
JSP, I completely understand what you're saying about the 6-inch scale versus like the 1/18 scale stuff. It is just, and like I don't know. I think it's because of how I grew up, you know, collecting the stuff I did with Star Wars and GI Joe and everything. Like for me, Star Wars and GI Joe is much more fun when you can have all the vehicles and do all the world building and all that kind of stuff. And that's why with those two lines specifically, I still prefer to collect 1/18 scale stuff. I prefer that as opposed to the 6-inch scale stuff. It's just more fun for me. You know, I can build more stuff. I can, you know, have, you know, all the whatever the, you know, ships and tanks and whatever else, you know. And I've just got all
tanks. You gonna pick up that Arctic Kiss tank? It's only $199. No electronics though, but it does come with a figure. That's not a bad price.
No, it's not bad. No, I'm not going to put. I'm not big on like snow themed stuff. I didn't get the snow cat.
Matt,
If you don't have the snow cat, what's the point having that?
No.
Nah. Like I said, I don't really do 1/12 scale vehicles and stuff. I mean, I have a handful, but I just don't really like having to have the space for that stuff.
No,
and the other thing is like to go along with what Jared said, like snow vehicles don't give a crap. Same thing with water vehicles. Like I never, as a kid, ever collected any of the GI Joe water vehicles, the boats and stuff like that. Just was like, it's like this is something I can play with, I guess, in the tub, you know, and that was it. Like, so those were things that just, yeah, I wanted the spaceships and the jets and helicopters and tanks and stuff like that. You know, the stuff that I could play with and the stuff that I'd still like, you know, keeping around for display now. I don't really care about snow vehicles and water vehicles, and
I didn't have to have the big stuff, and I had very few little of that when I was a kid. The little stuff, the little like mini vehicles that one figure could fit in, see stuff like that I liked because it didn't take up a lot of space, and especially back then, like the Star Wars stuff, like the little mini rigs.
Oh, the mini rigs were awesome.
Those are perfect, man. I love those. Perfect size.
Put the twin wheel back in the vehicle mode.
Nice.
Yeah, JSP says you're not gonna find a 6-inch scale USS flag anywhere. God, can you imagine? Actually, I don't have to, because that one dude built one a while back. Remember, he built one in his.
I don't know if it's actually 6-inch scale or he actually been a true.
Or maybe it was a true 1/18 scale. All I know is he had a freaking huge basement, and this thing took up the whole thing, which was assuming, you know, that like the length of his house in his basement.
Was it 3D printed?
Full of.
Yeah, he built it from scratch, and it's
Oh, wow.
This is like
somebody that 3D printed like one, like the original one that Hasbro made, 3D printed, but in sections, and it looked pretty decent. You know, I mean, hey, if that's the only way you can get it, hey, better than paying secondary market prices. But yeah, can you imagine if they did a sectional 1/12 scale flag? That thing would be at least, I'd say at least, what, 8 feet long, maybe?
8?
I would assume.
Oh,
the original flag that they did was 7 feet.
7.5 feet.
Was it 7 feet long? Good Lord. Okay, well, maybe 12 feet long for a 1/6 scale? I mean, 1/12 scale? I don't know anybody that would buy something like that. I mean, I think that'd be way too big, you know?
Not to mention if it was actually 1/6 scale, like actually, you know, 1 inch
the
for
true
every foot.
scale we built.
1 inch for every foot that an actual aircraft carrier is, the thing would be bigger than your house.
You can move in it.
Like, yeah, it would be freaking huge. So
Here
it is.
yeah, there you go.
Man.
He built it in his basement, and that's not 3D printed. Now you're right, that is 1/18 scale.
Yeah, it says it's 1/18 scale.
Yeah,
It's the actual G.I. Joe vehicles and everything.
Look, I'm not saying the guy is loaded, but look, if you have that much space, you got to have a big ass house, which means you probably got some money. I mean, for him to make something like that, Jesus Christ, that's impressive. Oh my God, look at all this. Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
Good Lord. I wonder if he plays with this stuff.
If you imagine how, you've seen how big this is, if this is 1/12 scale.
That's got to be 20 feet, no? You think?
Oh, bigger than that. That's bigger than 20 feet.
But look, then how big is that room that he's in? Is that his basement?
Size of his house. I mean, because it's a basement, so the basement is the size of the house.
God damn. No, it is impressive. I will say that. Very impressive.
He built the thing to be modular, so if he ever had to move it.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I would
you
have
take it
taken it
apart.
apart, modular, but good Lord, man. That looks so nice. So nice. I would stare at it for hours. I had a friend of mine that had, and he passed away a few years ago, but he had the actual USS flag. And man, every time I'd go over there, I would just stare at it. It's like, man, this looks so damn cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, to get something on that scale, oh man, and here I am. I think the Cat Slayer is big. To see that's insane.
Did you see where somebody made a concept of like if they made the Cat Slayer in actual scale? Somebody made the paw that hides the Thunder Tank, or their like Super 7 Thunder Tank, and the paw was as big as my desk here.
No, I haven't seen that. Good Lord, that's insane.
So if you made a true scale Cat Slayer, it'd probably be like 20 feet tall. The whole scale thing like gets in, like, you start thinking about stuff. The flag was cool, but like it's not a real aircraft carrier. It's like single plane thing with they gotta shrink things down. Really, I would say the flag, you'd almost like use it as a 1/25th scale. I've seen people like make the extensions for the flags. The flag, you basically built to be like where it's floating on water, so you don't have the bottom half of the ship.
Yeah. Now, what do you think of a 1/12 scale Millennium Falcon? Do you think that would sell?
Not many people would, because it'd be scale.
I mean,
That thing would be huge.
What maybe I'm probably small, putting the size small. At least like maybe 4.5 feet in diameter all the way around, at least.
Oh,
I would say at least, maybe a little bit bigger, maybe 5 feet all the way around in diameter, but at least 4.5 to 5 feet for a 1/12 scale. But would it sell? Is my question.
I got a use for AI for this.
I feel like, yes.
And I'm asking the chat, would you buy a 1/12 scale Millennium Falcon? I don't know what price it would be. I'm just asking, would you buy it though?
And it would be almost the size of this room.
Yeah, it's going to be big, of course, but take the cost out. Would you be interested in buying a 1/12 scale Millennium Falcon with LED lights?
If I had a basement like that dude did for my office, then yeah, of course.
Yeah, I would probably buy one of those. And if anybody remembers Toys R Us back in the day when they had that Millennium Falcon display for the Phantom Menace, I think it was there. I would assume it'd probably be about that size, which that was pretty damn big.
Yeah.
So I would, and I don't have no room for it right now, and I don't have a basement, but I guarantee you, if they get it, I would probably buy it.
1/12 scale, just it says like Millennium Falcon. It'd be length 2.9 meters, 9.5 feet long.
Ooh, yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah. The width would be 7 feet.
Wow,
It would take up this entire space in the room.
that's
Where,
big.
yeah, no, it's huge. It'd be
So
awesome.
9.5 by 7 by and 2.25 feet tall.
Wow. Yeah, that'd be big. They might have to shrink it down just a little bit, but even if it was like 5 feet in diameter all the way around, I think that would be big enough for a lot of us. Yeah, JSP is like too big. Yeah, even if it's 5 foot around, that's still pretty goddamn big. Because I'm 6'1", and I mean, I'm thinking, well, hell, that's not up to here. That'd be a pretty decent size. But can you imagine if they did make it? I mean, how many people would actually buy it though? And if you don't put cost into the it's just an item that you would like to have. I mean, I think it would sell.
Now, what about the Star Trek Enterprise A?
You know what? If they did just the saucer section, just the bridge.
There is a dude who's building a 1/25th scale, and it's like the size of a
Huge, dude. It's freaking huge.
1/25th scale, is that life size?
No, that's like a model car size, like the 1/25th scale
And
car.
it's enormous, and he's building it in sections, and he has to take pictures of the sections he's building in his yard. It's so freaking huge.
King of Collectors, do you know how much that Falcon sold for? Just curious.
Okay. Now, a 12 scale Enterprise would be almost 84 feet long.
Yeah, hey, there's a HasLab for you right there. Oh man, $800? Ugh. I had a chance to buy that back in the day for $150, and I passed on it because I didn't have any place to put it. Now I regret it. Mm-mm-mm.
Oh. There I'm a horse and everybody's making me talk.
Yeah, I remember.
Alrighty, we got a little bit of toy stuff going on. We got the more Masterverse stuff, which was one of the lines up.
I
Like
just
it's
did orders on those yesterday. They look
I did
really good.
Yeah, I ordered the 2000X figures.
Yep.
Masterverse.
Those look really, really good.
Which I would love to see them bring back his team and give us a conclusion to that series. The next season was going to have Hordak.
You know, I wish they would have. I hate it when they cancel a series because the toy line didn't do that well. They did the same thing with Thundercats from when Bandai's toy lines went south. They canceled it.
The only reason the toy line didn't do well because they didn't produce enough of the other characters.
Yeah.
All they would produce is variants of He-Man and Skeletor.
No, I hear you. But see that Moss Man. Oh man, that's probably my favorite out of the first wave.
Yep, and he
That
was such
one
a cool
and
character
Evil
on
Man
the show,
looked
too.
really, really good. Yeah, that looks really good, man. I think they excel with the cartoon collection, at least in my opinion.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Rayman was such a cool redesign on the show too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm looking forward to all the cartoon collection stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm definitely carrying those here in the store. Yeah, Man at Arms looks great. My only complaint, well, not really complaint, more critique. I wish they would have given him the hand cannon adapter to put on his hand.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, the figure looks great.
Yeah, it's kind of odd they didn't do that because he didn't really use a mace that often in the show.
No,
he used that cannon.
But see, they did put the blue on that left arm to simulate that it turns into a gun. Which, I mean, I wish they would have, but I mean, hey, again, not going to complain. Still a badass figure.
Yeah. Which, if you don't have the classics one, I think this is a cool upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the fact he actually gave him wheels for alternate hands.
Yep. I mean, that version of Dragstore doesn't look bad.
Yeah. And it's not a normal like character too, so the size and scaling you can mix it into like a plastics display. You get a odd version of Kildor. What was it? New Eternia Kildor.
That should have been in the cartoon collection instead. You know.
You get the acid burn face too.
Yep. I like the sword. The sword looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got all that stuff on order.
We get the new Marvel Legends. She-Hulk went up for Venom. Not Venom. Lizard went up for pre-order, and did the Spider-Man 2?
Yeah, I think they all three went up for pre-order.
The She-Hulk is like, I figured if they ever did this version, they'd use this body, but I still would prefer her later look on the newer, bigger, better She-Hulk body.
It's just an easy reuse for the legs. I mean, new upper torso and head, but basically, you know, everything else was reused, which is fine. You know, at least we get her out there.
Yeah. Which we've been needing a new Red She-Hulk for a long time because the old ones had those horrible wide hips and short, snuggy arms.
More leg than anything else.
Yeah. Better sculpt all around than the previous one. And I like the big hair head sculpt too, the one that's on here on the body.
Mm-hmm.
The other one's just a repaint of the regular She-Hulk head, but I wish they had just used that same hair piece and just gave us and just put the either gritted teeth or like a smirking face on with the big hair.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was kind of a wicked character. Like,
I don't understand the use of the size though. Is that from a specific storyline or something?
This outfit is Domino's outfit. She steals Domino's clothes, strips her, and puts the clothes on, and they shred when she puts them on.
Hmm.
And the size are from Domino.
Okay.
In the story.
Yeah,
It's a story specific look for them. She's available basically everywhere. I don't think she's gonna be retailed as like those fan channel ones.
I got her on order already.
The Lizard's Amazon exclusive, which is just the Build-A-Figure of new paint scheme and new heads. And it's got the legs that won't straighten out, so if you don't like that, that's the thing.
Yeah, I got a couple of those lizards on order from Amazon. One because I had the other one, but I want this one because I like the colors.
Yeah.
And I like that McFarlane head. And then I got an extra one that I can use for maybe trade bait down the road if somebody has something that I might want. But yeah, I'm definitely liking that figure.
We saw this early a while back, but we finally got like prices and like it's going to be $57. It's a special edition Goku. It's Goku with white hair and pink outfit.
Yeah.
So,
going back to Marvel real quick, I got that. Well, basically, it's an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, but I got that on order here for the store as well. So, I mean, he seems to be a fan favorite as far as the figures go. So, my only complaint is I wish they would have put the Garfield head in there as well, man. I mean, if you're going to do that, might as well go all the way in.
Hiya Toys continue with their 1/18 scale Walking Dead stuff, which it's still astonished me that these are 1/18 scale as good as these things look.
Dude, the stuff that Hiya does is Hiya and Joy Toy both. Just absolutely knock it out of the park.
If you looked at, you would swear that's a 1/12 scale figure.
Oh yeah.
And they're continuing the G.I. Joe line too with the same aesthetic when Classified first started, that video game aesthetic.
Yeah.
And they're doing them in 1/18 scale though. This is $32.99, which the detail on what these come with, and yeah, they're 4-inch scale figures, 1/18 scale. They're a small bespoke company making. $32.99 is not bad because they're not coming out all the time, so you're not getting flooded with the price. You don't have to go buy a whole wave at one time at $32.99. And moderation, that's what's I think Hasbro needs to work on now. Because you're going to keep raising the prices. You can't keep putting out waves of 8 figures and non-stop every month. McFarlane is doing the Armored Suit Batman for the Team Time. I think is this a new one or is it just a repaint?
It's a repaint. He's done that one before. It's the one he had done it twice before. Well, actually, I think he's done it 3 times before. He did it once in the kind of metallic. He did it once in the more traditional comic book colors, kind of the gray and blue. I think he did like another edition, one of his Jokerized or Frostbite or Patina edition ones. So I think this is like the 4th time he's done this.
And I'm sorry, product pictures guy. It's clearly meant that kryptonite is glowing. It needs to be in the other hand.
Yep.
If it's not in the other hand, it makes no sense. But there, in that hand, it makes no sense. But yeah, it's another version of the same figure he's done most times, but
yeah,
$4.99. He's doing Static Shock on the same team body he did for Superboy, which still got the Superboy boots, which makes it so ridiculous. You still see the sculpt for this Connell's boots.
Yeah.
And this body is so weirdly lanky too.
Later, JSP.
Have a good one, JSP.
Later.
I like Static. Wish he would have done more milestone stuff, but Hardwire and some other characters.
Aren't they doing an Icon figure already?
They did, but they did his modern look, which nobody wanted. If they did his classic look, I would have bought that in a heartbeat. When they redesigned his costume a few years ago, it looked like crap. His icon outfit was iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It looked good. It didn't need to be updated. DC does that stupid shit with their characters for no reason. Like when they put all the super people in like jackets. Power Girl had a jacket, and then Supergirl had a jacket. Connell had a jacket. Every super person had a jacket except for Superman, and like, they made a joke like,
Don't get me started on jackets. I hate jackets on superheroes. I mean, it works good on characters like Gambit, but not everybody needs a goddamn bomber jacket.
In the 90s, everybody put a
jacket on. Yeah, I know. Thank God we're away from that.
We looked this before. Gone Studios that did that really good Kingdom Come Superman and Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing a Hush Batman and soft goods. It's $120. It's cheap. It's $120 on Big Bad Toy Store. I think it's varies to where you buy it from. Like you buy it from overseas, it's cheaper. But it looks fantastic though.
I think 5K had the pre-order up. If I remember
right.
Right.
5K and Mom Must Be, all those places, they'll have it. which looks phenomenal. Like I like the other ones.
Yeah, it looks good.
That's not what I wanted. There we go. We get pre-order for new. There it is. Perfect. It is $75.99 on Must Be.
Oh wow!
But you got to pay. There will be shipping, which they'll figure out. But it's not usually that bad, though. It's website. Let's not dox me. Figuring out where I'm at. But yeah, it's the best way to go. I've ordered or something recently from Must Be. I'll see how it does with the new changes and shipping and things. If I'm gonna have to pay a tariff or whatever the import tariff. So I took it off of the ominous wherever like used to be like you order anything under $800, you didn't pay anything. Now that's gone away. So we'll see about the X-Ray Studios Viking lady that everybody kept posting pictures of. And and I ordered him. Who could that possibly be?
I don't know, but he looks invincible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only thinking
That looks like my alien dad.
Right?
He comes with a weird cape, though. They misspelled wired, and they spelled it weird cape.
Weird.
I had to point it out. Nobody got it when I kept saying it. He comes with a weird cape. And it's like, I kind of dig it with just the.
Yeah, it looks good just like that. I mean,
yeah. It reminds me of like the Booster Gold in the 52 series when he was like hiding his supernova. Except it's red and white still.
He looks good as a generic superhero that you kind of are familiar with, but not quite.
Yeah.
So, yeah, looks good.
And he's a lot cheaper here too. He's like $44.99 plus shipping on this site. And U.S. retailers where they got to have imported in, it's like $65. And U.S. retailers, you got to buy the kit separately because copyright stuff.
Yeah.
So this is a separate kit. Heck, if you're going to make a custom Nolan, if you just want to make customs, you don't want to paint the heads, this kit's only like $12.
You get?
This is $12 to get the head, 4 head sculpts and a cape in the neck.
Wow.
And the chest piece. It's like if you're just going to make a custom, it's worth it for the heads and the cape.
Mm-hmm.
Make your own Nolan.
True.
Like if you want to do like a soft goods, the guy that Shelby gets his stuff from, like that, he's made soft goods Nolan outfits. By those heads, you can make your Nolan with soft goods. Because got the training armor for Deke, whatever his name.
I've got that on order already. Man, people have already been bugging me for this figure, and I go, it's not going to be out anytime soon, you know?
Yeah.
But it looks good.
He's got his Magnus, the robot fighter tunic on.
That's what I was thinking when I first saw the figure.
Great movie, by the way.
And I'm sorry, NECA. You were doing really cool stuff with the Defender of the Earth, and you reissued those characters in every color scheme they ever were published in.
Yep.
Get another license. Gold Key would be perfect. You make Solar Man the Atom, make Magnus a robot fighter, Turok the dinosaur hunter.
All the Valiant titles, you know.
Yeah. Well, those were licensed by Valiant, and they didn't actually own them.
Mm-hmm.
But people know them through Valiant.
Yeah, of course.
Here you go, Matt. Mezco's doing movie Turtles.
Don't get me started on that. I already pre-ordered those for the store. Man, I hope they sell, but they look so damn good.
They look really good.
They do.
And for Mezco figures, getting a 4-pack for $350 is not bad.
Yeah,
that's not bad at all.
That's less than $100 a figure.
However, as good as the NECA figures look, it is really hard to justify spending that when you can get the NECA figures for a lot cheaper.
True.
And the NECA figures look really, really good.
But you got
do they have movable eyes?
That's something right there. And then you get a ton of accessories, more than you get with NECA. I will say that.
Enough that you can get like you can go get like the ones that are probably the best deal. You can get the 2-packs and stuff like that, and there's like Leonardo with Shredder, or Leonardo and Donatello, or whatever, right? Like there's a bunch of different ways you can pick these figures up. Probably the best way to pick them up now is to just go on the secondary market and buy the GameStop exclusive ones, because those run about $35 a piece. And at $35 a piece, you're spending $140 to get all 4 turtles. So how can you justify spending more? Like, dude, I mean, that's 2.5 times as much money for these. I just don't see how you can justify that, unless you just don't collect NECA and you want these, and you already collect Mezco, and so you're used to paying that much money. That's fine. The NECA ones are really good. I'm sorry, the accessories are not worth 2.5 times the price. There are no accessories that are worth that. I don't give a shit how many pieces of pizza these fucking things come with, or how crazy you can move their eyes around. It's not worth 2.5 times the price of the NECA ones.
Considering the other NECA Turtles sold out in record time, I'm sure these are going to do very, very well.
Well, my question is, does it come with the dude's the alternate head with the dude's face visible?
With his face behind the teeth.
I do know that. I think they come with three different faces. What the hell is that?
That's the actor's face.
Oh, let me zoom in on that. Oh my god. Oh my.
I mean, like I said, don't get me wrong, they look fantastic, but you gotta really, really like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You gotta be at a real particular place in your collecting life to fucking spend 2.5 times as much for these as you would on the NECA.
No, I agree with you. It's not price point wise. It's not in everybody's budget, but based on the way the other NECA Turtles sold out, I think these are going to do very, very well.
Oh, they're going to do fine, but that's because Mezco makes 1/100th of the amount that fucking NECA pumps out.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they can sell out. Probably less than that. They probably make about 1/1000th of the amount of figures that NECA pumps out on a yearly basis. So yeah, they're going to sell out. That's fine.
You got every freaking pose you can think of on.
I know. I saw that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5 sets of hands. I'm like, good lord.
What the fuck are you going to display? You cannot. I'm sorry. I like them, dude, but there's no way. 2 extra heads and that many hands. That's real. Like, what are you spending 2.5 times the amount of money on?
You definitely don't. You could probably do with about half of those hands.
Hey, look, if you are a huge Ninja Turtle 1990 movie Ninja Turtle fan, and you only want one set to put on display on a shelf for the rest of your life, fine, buy these. They're great. And for Mezco figures, it's a good price. Mezco figures usually go for $100-120 a piece. The price they're putting them out is what, $80 a piece, give or take, if you buy the 4-pack. So it's a good deal. Don't get me wrong. Mezco figures is a good deal.
King Collector was talking about they're smaller. These are a smaller scale.
Well, yeah, because they do 1/12 scale stuff.
Yeah.
Now, can you imagine if they end up making a movie shredder 1/12? That's going to look good.
The Machinations choking Samus Metroid figure. which looks awesome. I think we've looked at this before. It's going to be 8.3 inches tall. It looks phenomenal.
Looks great. Good posability too.
She looks good in her armor.
Mm-hmm. Does she come with an unhelmeted head?
Probably. Actually, you can see her face a little bit right in that picture right there.
Oh yeah.
I don't think she actually comes with a multiple sets of hands. Stand. I don't know if the stand comes with. Let's see. Diecast, light up, action, release. Chigoku stuff is like really cool with the diecast. I don't get on that because it seems like it'd be a dangerous thing to get into. Collect Chigoku like mecha robots. Oh, she's not mecha. She's wearing like an Iron Man suit, but it's great. What is the price on this? Does it say? No price yet, but I'm going to assume expensive.
Yeah, probably.
Nightwolf is getting a reissue from Storm Collectibles. This is their other 1/12 scale that's bigger. That's more like 1/8 scale, 1/10 scale. I still find it hilarious. They still call their old stuff 1/12 scale, and they got the new Storm Arena that's actually is 1/12 scale. Which, surprised to see them start still doing Mortal Kombat stuff. They'll work on Mortal Kombat, stop, then it comes back. It's like they see somebody else doing what they have a license for, and they're like, oh, we still have that. Let's make that again. Like Todd started making Mortal Kombat stuff. So from Collectibles, hey, we still got Mortal Kombat.
You know, they need to. Everybody does Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. They need to hit on the other fighting games like, either Tekken or Darkstalkers or.
Which they're going to do in their Storm Arena. They are doing the Darkstalkers.
They are? Oh, that's right. I think I've seen a couple of them, but you don't really see a whole lot of them outside of maybe Morgan. Yep.
Well, it was when they did Darkstalkers first time. They didn't do Morgan until they did the Dimitri, the vampire.
Yeah, I think that and Morgan are the only two that I've ever seen. But I think there's a werewolf in there, isn't there?
There's a lot of cool characters in there.
Yeah, I mean, you could do a whole bunch of that stuff. If somebody got the, Jada, Jada get the license for that crap. I mean, I'd sell the hell out of them.
Speaking of 2000X, Mondo Skeletor is up for pre-order now.
Looks nice, but I'm gonna have to pass on that one.
Which I made those customs, so I'm fine with those customs. Which is they're 95 for the regular edition, then you got the special on their website. They charge too much for their shipping, and they charge their system adding a tariff charge on shipping and tax. It's like, you can't do that. But it looks phenomenal. It's Mondo. We knew they were going to look great, but I think he's too buff though for 2000X Skeletor. To be honest, I think he's too muscular. He's too wide. Yes, Skeletor was cut, but he wasn't wide as He-Man. That's like a He-Man body. That's the big thing with 2000X. They all had different body types. And that's just, to me, it's too bulky for 2000X. Batman the Animated Series McFarlane Toy Batcave playset. It's $225. No, thank you.
No, that is a $20 toy.
I think I paid $149 for that when it originally came out.
And it's not even the thing he made originally. It's reissued.
Yep, from DC Direct.
And he's way overcharging for it.
Dude, that's like $40 worth of plastic and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't even do the tooling for it. His cost of the tooling is not even there because
Yeah. He didn't have to do no tooling.
PC Direct molds.
Yep.
He made sticker sheets, I guess. That's who's charging the. Oh, he's got the cardboard cave.
Ooh.
And an all-black Batman, which was never on the show.
Yep.
So he can keep that. You probably get the vintage one cheaper.
Probably.
3 zeros, then more Mega Man stuff, which I don't. Mega Man's cool. I just don't collect Mega Man. Never did play the games, then. That was a cool for those who want it. That is third quarter of 2026. We got some pre-orders up for some more Transformers, Onslaught and Sideways, which price has creeped up. The Commander class Onslaught is now $100 when, like the last Commander class, we lost Quinn.
Well, he's back.
The new
What happened there?
Commander class price point is $100 now for Onslaught. Last one was Superion, and it was like 89 or I think. So we're getting these.
Mm-hmm. The Onslaught, I have that on order already.
He's going to need some DNA. Is going to have to do some heavy
His
lifting.
legs look a little too short for me.
Yep.
You know. But anyway, guys, sorry I didn't mean to cut you off or anything, but it's time for me to go. I got to close up and get ready to go home. But until next time, my friends.
Later, sir.
We got Swindle. It goes with the Comedicon set. We got some pictures of it. These look good, but the upgrade kit company people are going to have to do some heavy lifting on this because he looks stubby. Find it here. In his combined mode, he looks ridiculously short.
Yeah, he does. Something's up with his legs, dude.
Yeah, it's like, where's his feet at? Okay, there's his thigh, here's his hips, where's his feet? If you make feet for this, that would help a lot. Somebody's going to have to make feet for it.
Yeah.
It looks good, it just looks thumpy. But everybody's people's mentioned about the stunkiness, but also a lot of people are excited for it too. Like cartoon accurate Bruticus, as to be the first one who's got like a retail figure. It's going to have the right chest plate for Bruticus from the cartoon. I was talking about the video game edition Bumblebee. We got the matches at Optimus Prime and another Orion Pax from one of the games. Those. It was a fun game. I got it on the PlayStation 3. But I'll pass on. I'll probably get the Bumblebee and pass on that Orion Pax. This is like the new Hot Wheels collab stuff I mentioned earlier. We get some more. Twin Wheel. This is the one I just opened up, transformed earlier. I'll probably get a recolor bit because Hot Wheels, you get recolors. Transformers, we get recolors. It's going to be a store exclusive somewhere. And we get Scorcher and Segundo. No idea what those are going to be. The Robo-Suns Soundwave we were mentioned before. Sound. I don't want to play too much. Oh, transforms into a cassette player into a robot and moves around. And his alt mode is not very exciting, but at least he moves around as a robot.
I'm telling you, man, if they just came out with an actual cassette player that transformed.
Well, that's the thing. The original Soundwave for Microman and Blaster as well, the original figures before they were Transformers, had working radios in them.
Yeah. It wouldn't be difficult to do.
They did it in the 70s.
Yeah, the portion you need to be the cassette player, and especially nowadays with being able to throw Bluetooth in there as well, it doesn't move. It doesn't need to transform. It's just that centerpiece of his torso. So you don't have to have any moving parts. You just have to be able to flip his head down, and his arms go up, and his legs go under him, and it's not a difficult. It would not be difficult to do.
And the issue now is that you're getting the cassettes.
No.
That's all I got. If you have anything.
You went through most of the stuff I was going to show. The only thing I had was I just found a couple of cool customs that I thought, a cool custom, and then I don't know. I don't remember us talking about these.
No, I did not.
The Toys Battalion is doing the 1995 movie Power Ranger.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I haven't really been able to find a lot on them, like price points or anything, but they look really good. They're 1/12 scale. They appear to have good articulation. These 6 you buy in a set. The Green Ranger is separate. He's a separate one. But I haven't been able to get a lot of information on them. And I've never heard of Toys Battalion before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure what else they've done. But they're cool looking figures. And it is from that era that I was kind of still... Because I was into Power Rangers the first couple seasons. And then pretty much after that movie came out, I kind of moved on, It's
Amy Jo Johnson is why he was into it, like most of us.
Yeah, it was just like that was really the only era, because I was right there. I was I was around 16 years old, so I was just about to age out of this type of shit. You know what I mean? So the first couple seasons, and then the first movie came out, and then after that, I really just didn't. The 30 fucking years of Power Rangers since then, I haven't given a crap about. But
no, but it's been stayed popular for a long time. But
dude, even my son watched it in the 2000s when he was a kid.
What's sad though? It would be more popular right now if Hasbro didn't buy it.
Probably, yeah.
Because they broke with the whole thing with just importing in Super Sentai and dubbing it over and filming like new stuff. They were wanting to do their own original like Power Rangers thing.
Yeah.
Which I think is still coming, but it's...
Yeah. But these look cool. I haven't been able to get a lot of information on them. And then the only customs I found that I thought were pretty damn cool was somebody did a custom...
I saw that. That's the Quasar everybody wanted.
Dude, that is awesome. And they did this version in the Marvel Universe line.
Yes.
In the 1/18
and I see
line.
A Vulcan torso, which is
this looks awesome. And he did another one, which I've been wanting forever, which is Starbrand. Now, he did this out of a long shot figure. I'm pretty sure that's a long shot figure. If it was, I would absolutely take this. If it was me, I would rather have the original Starbrand. I liked that New Universe stuff back in the day. It was some of the first, because that came out right after I started getting into Marvel Comics when I was a kid. So I because I grew up on DC, and then by the time I was 10, I had started reading Marvel, and that was right around the time. I can't remember exactly when it was, but it was around 86, something like that, maybe 87, mid 80s. And New Universe had just come out, and I liked it. I thought it was cool. Starbrand and Cyforce, and there was a lot of cool stuff that I liked what they were doing. So I'd love to. I would totally take this if Marvel Legends wanted to give us this kind of modern update version of Star Brand, but I would also love to have the original one where he's in kind of the brownish maroon suit and that kind of thing. I'd love to see some new universe characters in Marvel Legends, but will probably never happen. But who knows? You never know. Didn't think we'd get Crystar, but so
yeah, that's true. But there still are so much good, cool stuff. Like even popular stuff, they don't even touch. I bring it up all the time. It's the UFOs. It's like one of the best supervillain, like an evil version of Fantastic Four, and they don't touch them.
And I mean, dude, and they could be dropping Malibu Comics stuff in there too. They own it, you know. But
they'll have to pay like for the figures. They have to pay like a standard licensing fee for the creators. Just a creation like a fee for, but they can actually use the Malibu Comics characters in the comics without licensing fees because they own them.
Yeah.
So when they sell stuff like movies or like figures, that's the only time they have to pay anything. So there is really zero reason for them not to use Malibu characters in the comics.
Yep. But anyway, I thought these two customs were some really, really nice customs.
But that's the Quasar everybody wanted, not the Robert one we got.
Yep. So, but that's all I had. Because everything else you already went over all the Marvel and DC stuff that I was
sorry.
No, that's fine. Somebody had to go over. But yeah.
I've been playing around with that thing. Did you see those pictures I made?
Oh, the comic. Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Still need would add all the text and everything to them, but get all the picture stuff.
Yeah. No, it's a good. I mean, it's a good way to get stuff out there.
Yeah. Anything's moving. If anything, use it for like storyboarding for an actual artist too.
Yeah.
Conceptual, like I can do pictures easier than I can like describing what I want.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do a Geek Chat tomorrow night. This is your week off.
Yep. Do some geek chatting.
What are you talking about?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? No. It's all on my brain right now, man. I'm telling you, it's become a little mini obsession the last few weeks.
I like turtles.
I like turtles. Yeah. Yeah, now I'm having to redo my display for turtles and stuff, and so yeah. Next Friday is going to be interesting. So I should be getting a whole lot of stuff in this week.
I think Marvin said he's going to try to join us next week too.
Okay, cool.
Since Sif quit on us tonight and didn't want to show up.
Fucking pussy.
JB just left, didn't say nothing.
Didn't say nothing. Bunch of pussies.
My dogs are farting up the storm right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is about that time.
Yep, I think we can just go ahead and wrap her up early tonight, and a few minutes early. You got it on chat after this?
Yep.
All right, we'll give you a couple more extra minutes to go take care of a few things.
Take a piss.
Yeah. I won't keep you like other people like ask you a question now.
Yeah.
Well, everybody in the chat, thank you for coming and hanging out with us tonight, Mr. Matt. And be sure to check out the GeekFusionTV, which I think that's one we're going to be on. I don't know where I'm at tonight. So
it'll be somewhere. It's streaming somewhere. I don't know where.
Catch y'all on the next one.
Later, guys.
Ninja vanish.